The Tony Tukumbo Fernandez Show is all about promoting the true life and success stories of African and Caribbean achievers around the world. If there's a product or initiative you wish to share, feel free to give us a call. The number is 0788 280 9005. A very warm welcome to all our listeners around the world. You're welcome to the Tony Tukumbo Fernandez Show, the show that promotes the true life and success stories of African and Caribbean achievers around the world. So if there's a product or initiative you wish to share, feel free to give us a call. Number is 0788 280 9005 or visit our website at www.tonyfernandez.co.uk. We're still celebrating Black History Month here in my home in the city of Bradford. And we have Brother Rico today, who is visiting all the way from Newcastle. He's here in Bradford and will be shortly attending our Black History Month celebrations in Bradford in a few hours' time. Rico, welcome to Bradford.
Thank you.
For the benefit of our listeners around the world, can you tell us a bit about yourself, your background, and the things you're most inspired about in life?
Okay, yeah, I'm Rico. I was born in Malawi and I live in the northeast of England. I've lived there for around a long time, let's say, over 30 years. And I still have a Malawian passport. So you can tell the type of, philosophies that I hold, I suppose. I'm currently changing my career from being an action sports proprietor at an indoor skate park with a partner of mine. And we built this amazing indoor skate park where you could do all sorts of crazy things in there. What we wanted to do was to turn that into an education system. So I'm, changing that activity side into an education system now with another group of people. That's what we're doing at the moment.
We're here, it's Black History Month in the UK. What does Black History Month mean to you?
So I don't call it Black, I call it African Heritage Month. And I think that's very important because, there's so many words that we use in the English language that actually put our people down. I know that people talk about reclaiming names and putting the context to a name, but we were never black. Other people described African people as black. We never described ourselves as black because everyone was the same. So you have Sudan, you have all of these other words that mean black, like Ethiop, which means burnt face or dark face. It's African Heritage Month, and it means all people of African heritage all around the world. You have people in Australia, you have people in Estonia, like we were talking about earlier. You have people all over this planet who belong to our people.
And you're visiting us here today in Bradford, where I'll be organizing the Black History Month celebrations here at the City Library in Bradford. I'll also be organizing the Black History Month celebrations at the UK House of Parliament next week, Friday. What do you expect today in Bradford, African Heritage Month? And are you looking forward to speaking to the new audience about your initiatives?
Yeah, very much so. So I've been to a lot of events in my time, and I've spoken at some, but this new initiative or new project that we're on is a development of all of our work over the past 12 years. that we've been, trying to move from leisure into education. So this product is the Unsung Sheroes and Heroes flashcards, and we're going to be selling them today at the African Heritage Month celebration in Bradford. And we have a load of interesting people. We have 49 people in this set. So some of these people you might recognize, like Frans Fanon. This is just a key card. This is Septimius Severus. A lot of people don't know we had a Roman emperor from Africa, from Libya, who ruled Rome from here in the UK. We have John Pombe Magufuli, one of the inspirations for me working in Tanzania today. We have Gladys West, who I don't know if everyone has a phone these days. You must have a GPS on that phone. She made GPS possible. So we have a lot of interesting people in our Unsung pack, and it's volume 1. We have 7 volumes. We've created volume 1, and we're now starting on volume 2. So you can buy volume 1 from today onwards until volume 2 comes out, and then we'll probably do a double pack promo.
Okay, so now in terms of the volume 1, can you just summarize to the audience what volume 1 entails in terms of African heritage? Just summarize it a bit.
Yeah, so we have African heritage people who were artists, who were athletes, educators, great leaders, historians and spiritualists, innovators and liberators. And they're the 7 sections in each pack that you can get now. And each of the individuals in there is in there because they're not as well known as they should be, but they've done some pretty great things to contribute to world history. As you probably know, we have thousands of African people or people of African heritage from all over the world, from Australia, from South America, you name it, who have done incredible things, and we still don't hear about them in history. So Unsung is all about trying to shout out their names and to introduce people with these flashcards into, perhaps getting a book on one of these people and to find out what our ancestors have actually achieved. Now, it's not just about ancestors. We have people who are living today who are in these packs. So one of the favorite cards that I have of this pack is Vicky Amadume from London. She's a circus artist, and I've done a little bit of circus with our company, the Indoor Skate Park, and we had circus and dance and all sorts of stuff. And I can remember auditioning for Vicky some time ago, and now she's actually in the pack. So it's such an honor to have her there, and I've actually sent her out a complimentary pack. So it's a really great moment.
Unsung Heroes, the name speaks for itself in terms of African heritage. Why is it so important today to promote the initiatives of unsung heroes around the world?
So it's Unsung Sheroes and Heroes. So we always put our women first, as is our history, African heritage. Women came before men. So I'm sure that's another video. We could do that another time. So the Unsung Sheroes and Heroes, I think it does kind of speak for itself, but with these things, I suppose there's always a bit of background that is needed. We have thousands of people that are going to be on an archive, on a website where anyone from around the world can tap into our archive and learn about our incredible African people who have done things to change the world that we live in. So the Unsung Project started as a way of, there was a challenge set out. Could we eradicate racism in our lifetime? And I believe that we could. And people thought it was absolutely impossible. In our lifetime, there's no way things are going to change. And I thought, well, we can debate it, or we can actually try to do it. So we did an exhibition, which is actually on today in Newcastle at the university. There's a African History, African Heritage Month event on at Newcastle, Northumbria University, with that exhibition there. So it started there, where we started to look into the people who had actually made GPS possible, or people like George Washington Carver, who was a great scientist and created a lot of things that we use today. So our Teslas weren't being talked about in history, so we thought we'll create our own narrative and our own vehicle for talking to people about unsung heroes and heroes.
Okay, so for the benefit of all our listeners around the world, today, how can they get hold of this pack? Are there any social media platforms? How do they get hold of them if they want to buy it?
So that's a little bit embarrassing, because I'm not great at promo. So I'm learning everything as we go along, including actually creating the packs and doing the research and all. It's all new to me. We will be fully up and running very soon. We've got the website being revamped. We are on Instagram, so you can get a link from Instagram. But at the moment, I'm literally posting the packs in an envelope to people all around the world. So we've done Belgium, Germany, Portugal, Australia, Kenya, and then we have all the other African countries now starting to, our contacts in the other countries starting to say, well, send me a pack and I'll review it. We're going to do some reviews online and then put that on.
The Tony Tukumbo Fernandez Show is all about promoting the true life and success stories of African and Caribbean achievers around the world. If there's a product or initiative you wish to share, feel free to give us a call. The number is 0788 280 9005.